ain't coming, I ain't visioning past, about to jump into the bag. Ain't coming, ain't. I saw the whole thing coming, I ain't visioning past, about to jump into the bag, to the bag, to the whole thing coming.
We are something else.
All right. About 3 minutes late, but that's all right. Welcome to We Are Something Else. Episode 216. You make me wanna have a takeover Thursday. We are here. We're here. Everybody's here. There's CB, there's E-Rich, and then there's Takeover Trina. All right. My God, we're here. Takeover. Welcome to 2025. Welcome back.
What's good? Thank you. Happy 2025 to everyone. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. It's Thursday.
I knew you would be ready. Ready. Shout out to Dimitri, Doreen's World, 3 the Hard Way, Our Money, Kendall B Show, regular old guy, my guy Cardo, Dave J on the mic. Look, CB, E Rich, let's start with you guys. How's your week been? E, you go. West Coast. What's up? What's happening out there?
Tony lied. It does rain in Southern California. It's been raining for the past 2 days, but you know, it is what it is. Y'all know what we just had all those fires, so you know anything.
Nice to rain. Okay.
That's it, bro. You know, work. We already know what that's looking like.
CB, bro, what's good with you?
As we were talking about before the show kicked off, we've got a 3-day weekend, and I need that. Even though I did take a 3-day weekend for the first time like that I can remember, I took the day off after the Super Bowl, even though I don't care for either team that was playing in the game.
Be welcome.
But the like ice, snow, whatever we were supposed to get Monday held off until Tuesday, so I got to play golf on Monday. So outside of that though, shit sucks, bro. Like, come on, man. Ready for the weekend. We're ready for the weekend.
Takeover. How's your week going? How's everything been? Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. The week is weekend, okay? Our Money, I'm gonna holler at you later. We gonna fight, okay? Seriously. I see what type of time we on tonight, so you got the right one tonight. But I mean, other than that, you know, like CB said, I'm just ready for the weekend, man.
No, that's right. I was trying to figure out when I was gonna go on my rant because there's a rant in here somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna be the beginning of it. Let's do this. Look, so CB and I work at the same company, and then I reached out to CB, E-Rich, you know, too. I reached out to CB yesterday. I was like, "Yo, check your text messages," because you don't want to write work bullshit in the Teams chat. You just don't know who's monitoring it, right? If they are or not.
Everybody's monitoring it. Don't do that.
Exactly. So I hit CB. I hit him like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe this bullshit right here." And so I agreed to him. I told him what was up. And so, like, I'm talking to code, but people are can eventually figure out what's going on, right? So one thing here, I'll say this: you can say a lot about me, right? Personally, if you want, whether it be true or not. You know, I could take that. I've been called worse. I've been called a lot of things in my life, right? And for the rest of my life, I'm continue to be called names, right? And you can judge me if you want. That's on you. That's not on me. Your judgment of me is your impression, not mine, because I know who I am. And to have someone 6 months in really can't get a full image of who you are or what you do or everything that you can do or everything that you're doing, because, you know, you've got other stuff going on. to be the one to have to pass judgment, well, that's just wrong. But again, that's the place, that's the position that you're in to pass judgment with the timing. That's fine. But what you won't do, and this is what I stand on, and everybody knows this is what I'm gonna stand on. Talk shit about me all you want, say what you want, but you can't take away my work ethic. Because a motherfucker was working 3 jobs at one time.
Well,
I know how to survive. I know how to work. One thing you ain't gonna do, I've been working since I was 14 years old. What you ain't gonna do is tell me that I'm not doing my job. With that said, let's get to work. You know how much shit goes into this podcast? Radio shows? Man,
hey,
let's go.
Boney T told you first, huh?
Exactly. Boney T got the memo. And got my curls drooping tonight. Let's get the fuck. Let's get out of here. All right.
Our money, this is gonna have me cracking up all night, bro.
So where we at? Okay, let's start right here. Figure we start with the ladies. First of all, happy Black History Month. This is week 2 of Black History Month. There's only one more week to go, I think. Then they're gonna get us up out of here. Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. Divine 9. Like, those who know. And apparently those who don't know, boy, I tell you. So here you see probably how many other ladies in this picture, throwing up, however they call their hand signals. She a Delta, so she's been throwing up dynasty signs, And then you have this lonely South Korean singer, Jin Young, to whatever side of them you choose for him to be. Maybe right. Wearing a Delta Sigma Theta leather jacket. Motorcycle jacket, looks like. And there's been multiple pictures of this guy, maybe some other guy too, wearing different colored versions of the Delta Sigma Theta jacket. I mean, it's got their Greek letters on it. Now, I thought about it, I was like, maybe it could be Squid Games, but it's not. It's not. It's not Squid Games. This is clearly the Delta Sigma Theta jacket. And you know what these ladies and men have to go through to pledge any fraternity sorority, but let alone the Divine 9. We all know what's in that Divine 9. Our pops know what's in the Divine 9, right? And had this been an Omega Psi-Phi jacket, there wouldn't be no pictures of this guy after one shot wearing this coat, because trust and believe, it'd been some serious shit in the city. So I'm gonna take it as maybe a teachable lesson. You'll be in a step show. Look. I'm gonna take this as a teachable lesson. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe, Divine 9 isn't enriched in the culture over in South Korea. Somebody got that coat for you. Or if you're just putting on stuff that you don't know where it came from.
Dave J know where it came from. Soul Goodwill.
Let's talk about it. I'm gonna take it as a teachable lesson.
Yo, you got the drop? We got B in the building.
Oh, wait a minute. There he is. Hold on, wait. I didn't think he... Last couple times, his brother been asleep. Hold on.
Shoe and fashion report.
Okay, there we go. I'm going to take this as a teachable lesson, a teachable moment. Take the coat off, bro. Take the coat off. First, fried chicken. I'm going to take this as a teachable lesson. So, but let's start with Takeover. Thoughts on Jin Young?
I mean,
I'm
not even going front. He put that ish on. He was rocking it during the performance, right? Yet still, he ain't no diva, okay? So shout out to the distinguished Divas of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. And, you know, like you said, I just chalk it up to he didn't know, right? And so just like that, there have been others before him. That there was another member in the band that had on a black DST jacket in a previous performance. So I'm gonna go ahead and say he didn't know. But from my POV, I feel like we have all at one point in time went to buy an article of clothing and it had, you know, a foreign language or something on there writing, we just didn't know what it was. Now, I'm the type of person, I'm going to do my due diligence before I wear anything. And I'm going to do my research because I want to know what I'm wearing. If it says something crazy, I want to know, right? So I'm thinking no one thought like, okay, let me look and see what these Greek letters relate to. But I'm pretty sure after the social media outpouring that, you know, hopefully he knows. And moving forward, you know, they will be respectful. The Black letter, Greek letter organization culture and, you know, move in the right way. Now, this is a different kind of scenario, but just my question for the chat, the audience, how do y'all feel about those people who wear like the Harvard University t-shirts or a Michigan sweatshirt and you ain't never went to Harvard or whatever university? It's kind of like the same thing but different. So that's my take on it.
That's a good question. It's a good point. Yeah. Disassociate yourself with this guy first, CB.
I know. Everyone's gonna think that that's like my brother or something. Damn. I mean, these guys have a stylist, right? Like this is like a big Korean boy band or whatever. And so the stylist, as they should, is catching flack for it. You got to do your research, man. And you know, I'm gonna end up making light of it, so I'm not gonna sit here and be not to make light of it. But we used to have a running joke before my dad got this tattoo covered up because he got a Chinese symbol that meant like family and togetherness or something like that. We used to joke that it meant like combo number 9, like combo fried rice. Like that was the joke, you know what I mean? And so this is it. To Trina's point, like it kind of reminded me of that kind of shit, like from the other direction. It's just like I'm gonna be honest, bro. The Dimitri, the fried chicken, first off, fried chicken. No, this, damn it! Like this was a big step out of bounds. And they're learning a lesson from it. You know, rightfully so. But yeah, the stylist is catching flag. These guys have no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a teachable moment.
Don't believe Dimitri. That's not true.
I don't know. I don't buy that the stylist didn't know because our culture is contagious and everything that we do that mimics a style or anything, like at the end of the day, people are watching it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like there's rappers that have put sororities and fraternities in their videos. YouTube is available for everybody to see, you dig? So it's not like they couldn't see that. And I guess to kind of answer Trina's question / comment, I don't think it's the same because there's a difference between repping a school that you went to, but then that's also no different from us saying that we would still rep clothes that are HBCU clothes. So I wouldn't necessarily not mind rocking something Howard, even though I didn't go there, but then I would also have a Granger or I'd have a Spelman or a Southern on, right? That's just, but I could still wear my Morgan State and say, if they asked me, yeah, I went here. But if I got something else, nah, I'm just supporting Black culture. You know what I'm saying? So
Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
He said culture, and he said that somebody say culture. And we all know Be Easy. Culture.
Don't worry about it. He told me he was gonna pay for that sponsor ad. Anyway, I think that's where we kind of get crossed over into certain things where we allow certain sides to get away with the shit. They take everything from us, and we don't get any love for it whatsoever. He could have straight up and just been like, you know what? I knew exactly what this shit was, but guess what? It got everybody talking about it. The stylist did exactly what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that, like Cardo said, where's this comment at? Another sign that we control the cool, we control the culture. Like, we have a style that seems to want to be mimicked by a lot.
Want to be.
Well, I mean, and then, the sneaker life is completely different too. But yeah, I think this was the safer bet. Now, had he showed up in some purple and gold, or I just think it would have been a bigger thing, most likely. But then we also seen these pictures float around of the old women wearing fraternity shirts. And they have no idea what it is because, most likely, again, it's all from like those thrift stores, right?
Right. You'd be surprised how many people just don't know,
Yeah. I mean, teachable moments. And I'm sure a lot of them have probably gotten corrected out in the streets. But you know what they did? They did respond. When they told the man take the jacket off, you know what they did? They shut down the PlayStation. They shut down PlayStation from Friday night to Sunday evening. All right, all these gamers out here wanted to log in for PlayStation and realized there was a massive outage. Unable to play games or access the online store. It caught so much heat, fire. Krispy Kreme was like, you know what? Come on through for this a period of time. We hook up all the PlayStation owners and gamers donuts because you need to be rewarded for, I guess, what their quote was, free donuts because rewards don't need a server. Okay. So it went down Friday night, resurrected Sunday after midnight. PlayStation offered all of its users an extra 5 days free on their online accounts as an apology. Now, I'm not a gamer like a lot of these other folks are. They got the chairs, they build their machines or whatever they are, or they just sit there in front of the TV all day playing Call of Duty or whatever else for hours. Don't have real jobs, but hours. I wonder how what do you do when your life gets shut down for 3 days? But let's already thoughts on this can be quick. Now ain't nothing we got to drag out.
I'm probably gonna get hate mail for this one. They probably get up and probably finally change their drawers and go get a bowl of cereal so that they can get back to sitting down for the next 8 hours. I don't know. It's just weird, bro. Like, again, the ones that get paid for it, I understand it. But like the ones that are just sitting there, bro, ain't got no jobs and sitting on the couch, bro, where the ass print is now the same as theirs because they've been sitting there the whole time on some Sheldon type shit. Like, that's my spot. I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's weird business.
Yeah. Takeover. What did BZ do when they shut down PlayStation for a couple days?
Man, well, you know how we rolling over here. We team Play and team Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Xbox would never. I mean, but seriously though, how many times has PlayStation, Xbox, they've had outages before. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of expected at some point. I mean, hey, maybe those gamers, maybe they took it back old school to Sega Genesis or Atari. I don't know, but.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people are upset because it was a security issue too, like credit card numbers and all that. I think that was the bigger issue behind all that, though.
Yeah, I mean, and gaming is like social media to some people. If it's gone, they are hurting. So I feel for those ones, but that's why you got to have both, man. And PlayStation, I think this cybersecurity team, they got to tighten up. It's 2025, you know what I'm saying? So they got to tighten up with it.
Ain't nothing safe. CB, thoughts?
I had to find the comment. You're giving the homies 3 days to themselves, bro. Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
All right. But that's an amazing segue. That is an amazing segue. Damn it, CB. That is amazing because, yeah.
Professional.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, with this crew, I cannot.
Here we go. I mean, so let's be honest. I almost judged a book by its cover when I saw just the headline of this story. Contraception begins at erection. That was the headline. Contraception begins at erection. Ohio lawmakers prepare to introduce a new bill. A bill that would make it a crime for men to ejaculate without the intent of having a baby. Now, just that alone, without any other context, that just sounds so wrong. And I was like, what is this bullshit right here? Like, how can you do that? Right? But then you think about it. Just continue to think. Representative Anita Somani D. Dublin, while performing multiple surgeries as an OBGYN, says she wants to start regulating men's reproductive health care. Now it's starting to click. If you're going to penalize someone for having an unwanted pregnancy, why not penalize who was also responsible for the pregnancy? The other side of, yeah, I get it now. So it started making sense. Like, well, what is this crazy stuff? But then I'm like, well, wait a minute. There's a whole other part of this too. What if your PlayStation shut down for 3 days and there's nobody else around? What about that part of ejaculation, right? So introduce legislation that would make it a felony for men to discharge semen without the intent to fertilize. How you like your eggs?
Oh, shit.
Fried or fertilized? It wouldn't apply for someone masturbating, donating sperm, or if the intercourse is between LGBTQ. So I'm safe. Few of us are safe. Just saying. Thoughts?
Damn it. Yeah, I was gonna end up having to go first on one of these at some point.
Oh, my M's gift.
I mean, if I needed another reason to never move to Ohio, like, you just add this one to the list. Like, Cincinnati's got some fun stuff. You know, I've been to the casino out there and whatever because my cousins don't live too far. But come on, man, I'm all for everyone having to do their part, and you know, it takes two. But I think really what we should be doing is not trying to regulate a woman's body, but that's probably another conversation.
Right. That's the deeper part of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that part. It's about not regulating the women's body parts. They should have a say so on their bodies. It's their bodies. So, but again, if it's clever enough to make people talk about it, though, right? In this sense, and do not put Dimitri's. No, do not put that shit up there while I'm talking. Do not put that shit up while I'm talking. But yeah. I mean, you got to be serious about it, though, right? At the end of the day, because, like I said, I think they did say that they were going to have statistics on like how many people have like lost lives because they've either tried to, because they couldn't wait, or they had to, they tried to leave and go to other states that would allow them to have the abortions and things of that nature, and they're not reporting on that for a reason, right? Is because they don't, the state that is actually having them move or go somewhere else to do it, they don't want that bad news on them because they were the ones that decided to be a part of that. So, I mean, again, it's a deeper subject, but at the end of the day, you know, if it gets us talking about it, then they did a good job.
Right.
I mean, I would love for someone to drop in the chat, what is the population of Ohio? I mean, is the purpose of this to, you know, bring more into the great state of Ohio because, you know, they're falling below the line? I mean, seriously, if you think about it, this brings up a serious question of how would you, you know, all the men feel if the state that you lived in decided, okay, we're going to regulate your body or your bodily functions at that, but on a funny tip, I mean, I just have so many questions. Like, thank you, Dimitri. I mean, 12 million, so they're good money on that. But seriously, how would they police this? That's my number one question. I'm not even sure I want to know the answer to that. This is a sticky situation, and yeah, that's
So
no
you
more.
got 12 bodies in your trash can. That's 12 felonies.
I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna shut Case Johnson.
So yeah.
I ain't gonna put this shit up when I come back. Well, that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, what a night. All right, let's do. Oh yeah, this simple bastard right here. Okay. Yeezy.com. Something went wrong. What happened? The store is unavailable. What can I do? So, yeah. And I'm not gonna put this dude's picture up right now. I'm at my wits end. This guy. So
that's saying something.
Yeezy,
you know what I mean?
Yeezy.com shut down after Ye took everything down on his website, which seemed to be doing good numbers. It's apparently put him back as a billionaire, right? He was selling clothing at a decent price, like $20. He had the new Yeezy slides for under $20, whatever it was. It was ski. So everything was almost $20, right? And then this guy, like, he does what Kanye has been doing best lately, and that's sticking his foot in his mouth. And it kind of started at the Grammys when him and now recently filed for divorce wife, had that whole, bear it all moment at the Grammys, and they just left afterwards. Then the Twitter, well, the X rant that he went on within a matter of days after that, when a bunch of anti-Semitic comments. Right, we don't need to repeat those here, but stuff that he said before, but worse. Then he took everything down from his Yeezy.com and left a white T-shirt with a black swastika on it. Like, we were in our Soul Tales chat just talking about how he was reselling the hoodie that Cassie was wearing in that video where her and Diddy assaulted Cassie. And that was when I went to look to see, what was on the website. And that's when I saw the swastika shirt. I'm like, well, the hoodie's not even up. There's something worse. But Shopify just realized that it was violating their terms, shut down the site. The music was kind of kept me around Kanye a little bit, because the music was still good. He had 2 dope albums last year, but then it's just like the other side of it just gets worse and worse. So at this point, I'm not really surprised by Kanye. I mean, I don't know how the Kanye West story ends for himself, but these tirades of, well, he's medicated or not, who knows? But to get attention, it's only going to last for so long. So let's start with CB. Thoughts?
It's upsetting that, probably the most positive, like, Kanye moment over the last number of years is when the Netflix documentary came out, and we all could get nostalgic about, early 2000s and the old Kanye and all that stuff. And just to see what it's devolved into and, just who this man is, like, with access to the internet, like, it's just crazy, bro. So, just, can't justify any of that behavior. And you just got to hope that this man eventually gets some help, because it looks like there's no other option but for this to end tragically. And I don't think, you want to wish that on anybody. So hopefully this dude gets some help, because it's clear that he needs it.
Yep. We can keep it a minute or less.
Unfortunately, his children are going to have to pay for his sins later on.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, Kaleo, over the years, and everything that's happened with him, I've been a Yee fan, and I've tried to, rock with him because, he's been one of those musical geniuses of our era. But just some stuff is just like, wow. And this is one of those wow moments. I don't know. Maybe he might hook up a TikTok shop, trying to sell some stuff. I have no idea how this is going to play out. But it's sad, and he goes to the extreme with things. That's the problem.
It's very, very extreme. Real quick, 6 seconds or less. Kendrick Lamar, Super Bowl halftime performance. It's got, they say, some of the best numbers ever as far as the Super Bowl performance or viewing. My thoughts on it was good. I mean, there's a lot of messaging behind it that needs to be impacted that we spent the last few days. Well, this symbolism meant that, this meant that. And, then obviously the walk by the camera gift that just lived all this week with the Say Drake. Dope, solid performance. I wouldn't expect anything less. I was interested to see how, and I said this before, how he would rock a stadium. Now, seeing it on TV, he's got the best production to make sure that it goes over well. Still interested to see how that show goes over at a stadium. CB, thoughts?
I thought it was dope. I'll be honest, for most halftime shows, I'm not usually locked in. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my time usually. But, wasn't going to miss this. Kendrick delivered. And this was a true production, man. Like, you can tell that there's always a lot of thought and a lot of time put into these things. So I thought it was dope. I don't know if right away going right to, this is the greatest performance of all time. Like, we'd love to just be right in the moment. But I think eventually people will be able to put it in the conversation. But just right off the bat, it was dope. It was fun.
Everybody's fighting for number 2.
So, transparent moment. I was asleep. I was.
Come on, Patrick.
I was
put Trina to sleep.
I was, rooting for the Eagles and, Jalen, but I wasn't interested in seeing the Super Bowl for my personal reasons, whatever. Mm-hmm. So, I saw Kendrick's performance the next day, and it was good. It's been interesting here, everybody talk about the symbolism. And again, if it's the best, if it was just okay. So,
All right. Yeah.
If it was for you, it was for you. If it wasn't, it wasn't. It wasn't supposed to be, I'm going to play all my hits. He's a storyteller and always is. So, I mean, that's what you were supposed to get out of it. If you can't read into that, then that's exactly why you will probably not listen to a Kendrick Lamar album, because you just don't understand.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we want to run the tape back. I did call, I said Philly by 10, but, everybody else was on the Chiefs bandwagon. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I admit, I wanted to see the 3-peat. Didn't happen. Probably won't happen for a long time. I don't know if in our lifetime, because it's just the way that game is played. Basketball is way more easier, obviously, for 3-peat. We've seen a few of those in our lifetime. The show, like I said, it was dope. There was one more point I wanted to speak on. Oh, it was the Joe Buttons thing. I don't know if y'all saw that clip that, the set list, it got leaked. And Joe Buttons was clowning the set list like, there's no way Kendrick is going to get up here and do this song, that song, whatever. And, I mean, it was the actual real set list. So I'm waiting to see the response to that.
They said academics leaked the list, and he apologized for it, because he was like, "I'm gonna leak the list to see if he changes up, his set list."
Well, we know what academics represents. So, sure. But you know what we represent? D Cup Customs. So hold on, we there we go, right here.
Do you need a gift for yourself or for somebody special in your life? Look no further. Welcome to D-Cup Customs, where my lovely wife Doreen is a mad scientist, and she can make stuff just like that. Or this crazy cup right here, or anything that can pop into your imagination. And see these people in this little shot right here? Everybody owns something from D Cup Customs. These aren't hired actors. We have rhythmics at home. And this is the crew who we love to sponsor. So before she raises her prices, like I'm always telling her to do, go ahead, order something, and use that code WRSC15 for a 15% discount.
Dope. D Cup Customs. Boom. Jordan 1 pins right here. Made by D Cup Customs. Shout out to Doreen Dimitri. Save again, dcupcustoms.com. Save 15% off your first order. WRSE 15. Shout out to our partners over there, D Cup Customs. What do we have? Oh, that's right. Right here. All right. There we go. Boom. Hey.
I see you gonna soften it up with Trina's spot after me, I hope. Yeah, listen. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking a question. I am just asking a question. All right. This is for everybody in the chat, mainly for the ladies, but fellas, chime in if you feel like you want to do that. Is it just E, or is this opposed new Galentine's Day situation, has it changed over, let's just say, a few years? Reason why I say that is because if I remember correctly, Galentine's Day was really for the homegirls that were single. It didn't work, they didn't have nobody to celebrate Valentine's Day. So all the homegirls got together and just kind of did a little something for them. I think now this shit done turned into a whole event where it's just everybody just having a good time. Like, shout out to the ladies for just figuring out how to always have a day about themselves. Guys, we don't do shit for each other. Golf trip is just it. So again, at the end of the day, I don't know. It just seems like this is just one of those. They figured out how to throw another holiday in the fucking calendar where they get to celebrate, get to dress up and all the whole nine. But I thought initially it was for the homegirls that was going to be at home, when the other homegirls who got significant others is going out. But hey, I'm just asking a question because I don't know. Is it just E? See how it is.
I mean, so it is for us ladies to get together and, celebrate, the love. Why
Y'all
not?
already do that though?
I mean, we do that, but what's a better time than to celebrate with V-Day? You know what I'm saying? With Valentine's Day. Anytime we can get together and have a celebration, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, the ladies could get together and and let me D Cup Customs, you could take this idea. Y'all can next year have a Valentine's Day event where the ladies could get together and customize their cups. We just love doing stuff like that. Why not? And there's sometimes y'all men, y'all don't want to do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sucks to be y'all. So
So would you say that it initially started out that y'all was chopping it up with y'all homegirls that didn't have nobody, that y'all was like so they wouldn't be alone? Wasn't that the initiation of this day?
Initially, I think it might have, possibly started out as like a singles ladies thing. But it ain't no fun if all the homies have that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Don't try to diminish time, okay? Don't try to. It's just like Friendsgiving and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You spend time with your family, but then you got your friends. You getting together and feasting too. Same thing.
Right. Okay. I mean, we could call it Galentine's Day, right? Galentine's Day, whatever. But I mean,
negative.
What
We
do you
should
call
not do that at
We
all.
don't need to be going out doing.
what do you call
bro.
a bunch of men getting together, hand each other flowers and roses? You know what you call it? You don't call me to that event. CB.
Yeah, I'm assuming that this was originally a single lady's invention or whatever, or a Hallmark invention, if nothing else. Get that, like our money said, that you know that corporate money grab. So, yeah, bros, we just try to, I don't know, put together a tea time. Like it's
all we got in life.
You know,
I think that tomorrow the fellas could get together, you know, those that won't be with their lady, and y'all could listen to the Drake album and kind of, you know, have some beers and, you know, salute over listening to the Drake album. You know what I'm saying?
what we don't need to do is have a get together and then have to like give it a nickname. You know what I mean? Like
that part.
Like this is an event for y'all because it's got a name, right? Like we're just going to watch the pay-per-view, or you know, it's the Royal Rumble, you know, like.
Hey, listen, shout out to March 14th. That's all I need to say.
Or some dryer sheets, something like that.
Dryer sheet night, man. Everyone's got to go to the laundromat. Everyone does laundry.
You know what started this? And I think ever since this movie, like, and it's fine. Ladies should celebrate yourselves as individuals, as a group. If you find a pocket of friends that you feel comfortable with doing all this with, because we know women don't like other women half the time.
That's true.
But if you can get together and celebrate each other and get along with, come on. That's a real statement. That's a real statement. But if y'all can celebrate each other, do it. But this, you know, ever since Waiting to Exhale, McMillan changed all this shit with Waiting to Exhale. And, you know, it's pajamas around the couch, popcorn, all that. I mean, and it works. I'm just saying, if women can find a group of women that they genuinely get along with and want to celebrate each other, that's fine. That works. But I didn't say anything wrong. But you know what you need for Valentine's Day? You need to go ahead and hit up that DC Shop Pie. Save 10%. WRSE10. DC Shop Pie. Look, y'all can order this deep dish pizza. Y'all can watch rom-coms, drink wine, but then also have this black-owned Chicago deep dish style pizza. Shout out to Grant. Shout out to Margaret. Look, y'all don't want deep dish. Y'all know what it is. Got the flats. You got the bread pudding. All that. You know what guys do when they get together, no matter what the event is. And our money can attest to that. We always wear All right. What do we have? Oh, that's what CB. All right, CB. What do we have for that cop or chop this week?
So, in real life, these are damn near impossible to get because they are only being released at 23 shops around the country. And they've done some pretty cool rollouts, but the Jordan 1 high, the bread, is like the 1985 like OG basically. $250 retail, which you know, we've really seen a lot of really expensive sale prices over the last number of years. And you know, this is right up there. So not that I would, you know, maybe one person on this podcast has the plug that would be able to get a pair of these in their hand, but the rest of us do not. And if given the chance, would y'all be copping these for the $250 retail? You know, these are a classic, but I will say I was talking to a random sneaker conversation in the mall like a week and a half ago. Dude started talking about these coming out. And we just did agree that, hey, that initial retail price is kind of restrictive. So these are dope, but these are definitely not a must cop for me. I guess I'm chopping them. But how are y'all feeling?
I'll go first. So, yeah, these are a chop. First of all, I mean, I do like the small, slight detail that's a tad different than the last 10 silhouettes that they've done recently. But for $250, hell no. And I got wide feet. And the fact that these things look so slim, I don't think I'd have a good time in these shoes for $250. So, nah, we're gonna chop them.
I think that again, my Deltas out there, they could get this. I think they will pay the $250. The Kappas, you know. I mean, hey, everything's going up in cost, so why not? I like them.
Yeah, Be Easy brings up a good point. If I'm gonna pay money, I'm gonna get the Galaxy foams. I'm gonna at least take a shot at a few chances of those. Not the Jays. Go ahead.
No, not for $250, bro. Not when they gonna do this shit again in the next 5 years and say we're not releasing them ever again. 8 years from now, we're not releasing them again. I mean, there's so many variations of these shits out there that it's really there's nothing to it. If they literally said like this is our last time releasing this colorway all like ever, even still, that's a hard press. Like for $250 though, like nah, bro. The Union ones is to me is kind of more highly sought out than these, and they not gonna be they might be $250, but if they are, you know what I'm saying? Like I would be okay with those being $250 over this shit, especially not over no fucking foams, no Galaxy foams. No. That's crazy.
And how many times can you get close to the band, the original band? And I mean, the rollout is okay because they had the commercial during the Super Bowl, but other than that, yeah, nah, man, we stop with the wool over their eyes. It's the same shoe. All right. Speaking of which, let's show some sneakers and get up out of here. I'll lead off. These have become kind of near and dear to the pod as of late, just because they're different. God, I hope I didn't show these last. I didn't show these last week. Okay, they're different. They're comfortable. The price point is just amazing. And look, they got colors. So these are the AE1 lows. It's kind of a purple silver kind of colorway.
Iridescent type.
Yep.
Yeah.
Orange laces. They come with black, but the orange are the second lace. Just a dope shoe. Under, I mean, $100 or less at this point. And AE is winning as a basketball player, but Cardo says it best. Like there has been no originality in shoes for a while, and this was probably one of the most original concept ideas of a shoe. Kind of reminds me of a foam, just because of just the futuristic look. So shout out to Adidas for getting this one right with the AE low. E.
I probably showed these last year, but so what? I'm showing them again this year because I got a good juju. It's always about good juju. There are a pair of threes that are coming out. I need good juju on. But also, it's all about the quality.
I'm sorry, Tiger Woods.
It's all about the quality. So anything that's on my ear for me, like outside of that fucking Converse Nike bullshit that they came out with was not the hit. But at the end of the day, I think I'd rather pay $250 or whatever price for a shoe, not just because it's a collab, but because it's actually good quality and good material. And at the end of the day, I'm also looking forward to those bikes.
Yep, absolutely.
So I got to put the good juju out there for all the good collabs that have great material.
Those can be sneaker of the year, I'm telling you.
We have to try to keep the good juju going for E-Rich. So
there it is.
But it's not just about me getting my pair. I had to make sure my nephew also got his. So, you see me and Remy stepping out. We're out there matching our black cement threes, man. So get that good juju out there for E-Rich and the boys.
Yeah.
Takeover.
All right. So I'm going to take it over. And of course, you got to have a fresh pair of these, Now, here in the DMV, it's been really moist lately.
Jesus.
with all the rain, all the snow. But so I've been kind of nervous to rock these, but when I get a good day, it's on and popping. So taking it back.
I feel the rain. 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 It's raining all over me. I'm moist. I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am. Rain.
All right, come on. That's you get the point. There was plenty of times on the show to play that. I could have played that during the Ohio story. I could have did that plenty of times. I waited, but just came right there. All right, so look. Yeah, let's get through these next couple announcements. I got somewhere I got to send you guys. Look, where can you find us else outside of YouTube? First of all, everybody like and subscribe tonight. Like the episode. We appreciate y'all for being here. Also, go to Gen X TV on your Roku or Fire TV. Download the app. You can find We Are Something Else over there. I told you we're getting ready to kick off something dope over there. A little live presence over there. Shout out to Coach Kim, Chauncey, the amazing team at Gen X TV, Black-owned app at that too. So we're over there. But look, also tomorrow, Kindle B Morning Show. Shout out if you haven't been to the Beehive ever, or it's been a while since you've been there. Go to Kindle's show, Kindle B Morning Show, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. It's Funky Friday and it's Valentine's Day, so we'll see how we'll combine that. Combine those two. Then after that, you have We Are Something Else versus the Abstract with me around 12:05 ish Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because my list 2 songs on it, so we'll figure that out. But next, we have an emergency meeting on Station Head, Snarky Sessions. So Snarky, Kendall's wife, she says you're her favorite now after the Vegas trip. I still love Snarky, but you're a favorite. She normally is on Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific. But apparently there's been some news dropping or something that just can't wait for 2 weeks because she's off next week. So right after this, we're gonna go right over to Station Head, type in Snarky Sessions. It's there, and Snarky's got she's calling us in for an emergency meeting tonight. So that's what we'll be after here. But other than that, look, Takeover. Hold on, let me get my
Good
button
juju.
right. Exactly.
Good juju.
Look, with the scoring titles come out tomorrow, I might go for those. Not the Jays. Any albums this weekend? I don't know. If you haven't listened to that Larry June, Alchemist, and 2 Chainz yet, Life is
West Side.
West Side is tonight. Yeah, check that out. Is Drake dropping tonight too? I heard that might have been he did a
He's still around.
I heard he did the pre-download link directly.
It's for the Galentine's Day events.
Him and Party Next Door.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's other than that. That's all I got. Thank everybody for watching. You like and subscribe. We'll be back here next week. Happy Black History Month. Do something nice for each other. Kind of close this out how I do the radio show. Look, do something nice for each other. It's a lot of things happening out here in this world where people are against each other. People are putting themselves in position that they don't need to be in. I don't know why you need to be chief or whatever of the Kennedy Center because you're not entertained. So why are you taking that over? Who cares? But do something nice for each other. Treat each other nice. Tomorrow is a day about love. Love one another. If you got somebody that you haven't talked to in a few years and love is still there, just call them up and say, hey, just thinking about you. Boom. That's it. And then last thing, we work our jobs, spend more time at our jobs than we do at home with our families or doing anything that we love to do. 30 minutes a day. Do something that you love to do. 30 minutes a day. Except in Ohio. All right, y'all. We'll see you. Peace. Hold on. Where's the button? Hold on. Hold on.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like.
Ain't coming, I ain't fishing in the past. fast, about to jump into the bag. Ain't coming, ain't.